I want to do a recap on today's market, my trades that I've alerted on Discord. Even if you're not in any of my servers, you guys can still learn a lot from my trades that I have alerted. So overall, around market open, we pretty much gapped up due to Google announcing a stock split. And overall, we filled that level of gap. As you guys can see, this line over here on this chart, we can see the dotted lines. That is the gap level. So, it used as that level of support. It bounced down, and overall, it was just trending sideways. And this is great because, again, we're taking a look at the QQQ chart. We had an incredible run up, so we're just going to be trading sideways, and we're setting up for a bigger move to the upside. But after hours, took we had a huge dump after hours, QQQ down over 2%, and this was with Facebook earnings. Now, as you guys know, Facebook announced earnings today after hours. We also have Amazon earnings tomorrow after market, so that is something also to watch. I also want to go over what to expect for Amazon earnings. Now, overall, they did miss, slightly on earnings. You guys can go to on CNBC, but the main concern was inflation and supply chains disruptions. So this is kind of weird for Facebook. As you guys know, it's kind of like a more of like a ad company, instead of like Amazon where they would actually be affected with inflation and wages. So, I just thought that was very, very interesting. Taking a look, Amazon is down almost 3%, 3.5% after hours. Amazon really did take a hit, and especially since Amazon does have earnings tomorrow after market, we have to watch Amazon. Now, after market for earnings, two words: stock split. If you guys hear two words, anything on the news, earnings call, anything, straight up, buy shares for a scale, because again, Amazon's, stock split would be amazing ever since, we've been also trading sideways. So overall, Tesla also took a beating. It's down around the same amount. It was down today after hours. So pretty much we're looking to gap down. Taking a look at futures. So this is investing.com. We can take a look at futures, and we're down 1% on the S&P 500, and Dow is actually holding strong right now, but the Nasdaq futures are actually down 2%. So overall, we're looking to gap down because of Facebook earnings. Plus, we have Amazon earnings. So all of this is taking into a chain effect. Now, we're pretty much looking to gap down, so we can potentially see a gap fill play as long as if QQQ, has a leg down but doesn't fall too much. We are looking too good. Again, I'm still in triple QQQ shares. And overall, it's taking a look at SPY. If you actually take a look at SPY, we have talked about this level. So we're taking a look, we can possibly retrace back to 450 level on SPY, which is I'm watching. Now, I want to do a recap on NIO, and I also want to talk about electrical vehicle companies. So Tesla and NIO are top watch for me for tomorrow. Now, basically, on yesterday's video, I've talked about NIO where I got next week expiration to swing these calls, and pretty much they actually did announce delivery numbers, which they gapped down. I didn't know they were going to announce it, but overall, we're taking a look at NIO. It is setting up very, very nicely. Taking a look at Tesla, especially Tesla, it looks beautiful. But again, we did gap down, so we need to hold this level of support. Both Tesla and NIO are looking good. Just market sentiment needs to follow this breakout. Especially Tesla, we have a nice price target around 985. Now, taking a look at NIO, okay, I want to do some recaps now. You guys can still learn a lot. So overall, okay, the first alert was NIO puts, and I want to show you guys a clear understanding because again, you guys can learn a lot. Literally, me just recapping trades, you guys can learn a lot. So taking a look, okay, around market open, we had quite a dump, and overall, we formed off a support bounce around around 24 area, so mental number as you guys can see, and overall, taking a look, okay, we bounced up. And then we bear flag. So this is a solid bear flag. And as you guys can see, around 24 was our major level of support. I was taking a look at puts. So if you guys actually go over here, buy to open NIO puts, this was a very, very cheap play. I entered in right over here. And as you guys can see, we had quite a dump. Now, if we actually zoom out a little bit, my support was around 23.60. So as you guys can see, we had that very nice level of support, and boom, we bounced off to retest the resistance again, and we came back down. Now, one thing I want to show you guys is volume. Okay, we had this insane volume confirmation. So if we actually take a look over here, okay, this is what I was taking a look at. Okay, this volume confirmation on this candle was absolutely insane because we did not get a false breakout, especially since this was on the 5 minute time frame. We can always bounce off this level of support. So overall, this volume confirmation was huge. Okay, as you guys can see, normal volume over here, we had incredible volume. I alerted Neo puts, and overall, that was a very, very nice around 30% gain, 20 to 30% gain. It did fall a little bit more. It hit the price target, and it even fell more. So I'm still in calls. Okay, so that was kind of like a hedge play. I usually do that, for bear flagging. So taking a look at Neo, it definitely has a nice setup, to break above and fill this gap. I do have next week expiration. As long as if we hold 23 point 60, it looks nice. But Tesla and Neo are on my top watch list. I just need the market sentiment to follow them. Other than that, pretty much a very, very simple video. Tomorrow, again, we have Amazon earnings, and that is going to be huge. Facebook dropped over, 20%, so it's going to be, around 2020 levels, once we broke off the symmetrical triangle, as you guys can see over here. So overall, very, very simple video. Everything still looks very, very nice. I also want to recap on Pfizer, okay, or Pfizer. So I've also alerted Pfizer today, and this was actually on the weekly watch list. So as you guys can see, buy to open, Pfizer call 53.71, 16%, 20%. Slowly trimming them off. 50%. I still held on to my position, and overall a very, very nice 80%. And my price target for Pfizer is around 54.38. Now, this is setting up very, very nicely. I have weekly swings, so definitely going to be riding these. But overall, a very, very simple video. One thing to really understand is the market is looking to gap down tomorrow at market open. Okay, stock futures are down 1%. Nasdaq futures are down 2%. We're basically looking to gap down. Pre-market, we should see if we're going to test, if we're going to fill that gap to the upside. If we show some weakness at open, some bear flags, I will be watching for a place. As you guys have learned about volume on my Neo puts, watch for the volume, and I'll be looking to buy some puts at open if we start, bear flagging down at open. So overall, hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you guys tomorrow at market open. Today was a, decent day for me. Especially I loved trading Neo puts. Again, I was in calls. That was a very nice hedge, and then Pfizer. So overall, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and see you guys tomorrow at market open.